Hey everybody, thanks for landing on my YouTube channel. I don't know how you got here, but thanks for landing here. The name of the channel, Random Projects with Danger. I'm Danger. I like to build stuff. I have my own little workshop here. Nothing crazy, nothing too big. It's just a small little workshop with all my tools in it. I like to fabricate. I like to make crazy stuff. So welcome. Let's get going. I definitely don't claim to be a professional, but if you don't know what you're doing, don't try this at home. I got the tape measure taped into the inside of the barrel here. I'm just trying to find the middle so I can cut an oval drain hole. I already have the hole marked out where the gas is coming in. So I want to try and find center here. Looks like we got just over 24 inches there, so we're just going to go just over 12 right here. That's going to be our center. Since this hole doesn't have to be really precise, I'm going to use the old eyeball 5000 and a washer here. And we're just going to draw the radius. Get the old straight edge. See if we got them even close. Looks good to me. Now, if I cook too many burgers, the grease won't pile up and cause a huge fire. It'll at least drain. Here's where it gets a little tricky. The old plasma cutter here. I don't think I've used this probably between 10 and 15 years now, so my hand's probably going to be a little shaky, and these cuts are probably not going to be even remotely close, but I'm going to give it a shot. Wish me luck. That plasma cutter worked pretty good. As you can see, we got a little slag on there, but this is the piece we don't need. So I'll probably get in here with either a file or maybe even a little whiz wheel and clean this up. But I'm pretty impressed. Definitely going to work for what I need it to do. I guess we're going to try and clean this up with what's left of this flap disc. I got all the slag off there. Might have to try and get in there with a carbide burr, straighten the hole out just a little bit. But overall, it's going to be on the bottom and nobody's going to see it, so I think I'm alright with it. I am getting in there with this carbide burr. It's doing a pretty good job cleaning it up. Since I don't have any stainless here at all, I ordered these L brackets online, and these are stainless steel, but I need to tack weld them on here to provide a shelf, so when I put the grate on, it has something to sit on. So I ordered L brackets when I probably should have just ordered straight, but that's alright. We're going to throw them in the vise and straighten them out. I was able to get this somewhat straight. Not exactly, but as you can see, it broke. But that's alright. We have a welder. We'll fix that. Okay, that's one. And there's number two. Getting ready to weld these in place. I got a brace clamped in with just about a 1/2 inch reveal on top. Put that in place, and the grate will sit on that on both sides. So I want to put wheels on the stand that the grill's going to stand on. So we take the cap off. I got these nice wheels, a couple bucks online. I want to make them go there. So what I've devised as a plan is take this hunk of aluminum, turn it down so it fits inside there, just about 2 inches, just so it has enough. Drill a hole through it, bolt the wheel on. Let's get this mounted up in the lathe. Okay, we're going to start by facing the end of this. Now we're going to spot drill the end here so we can get a center hole. I want to get the measurement, the inside of this hole here, so I can know how big I have to turn the other piece. We're going to call that 928, 928 1/2. Right there. So we got a little bit to turn down, 928 to just over 1 inch, what it looks like. Now, we gotta drill a hole. All right, we're gonna flip this around and face the other end. Still going. This is the second and last one, so we're almost there. And we're through that one. Done. Okay, we got the wheel all bolted into the slug that I just machined. A couple of 6-inch bolts and a lot of grease. And then we just slide it in. I'm cutting a couple of 2-inch strips of this 5-inch channel iron to put on as legs for the stand. I cut up some of these mending plates that I got online, stainless steel. Bolted them to the top of the keyboard stand here. We're going to flip it over on top of the keg and we're going to weld it in place. At least that's the game plan. We'll see how that goes. Alright, we got it all clamped up on top of the barrel here. We're going to get some tacks going on. Just need to take a sip here. Extremely dehydrated. I'm fairly happy with the way this sits on the stand. However, it's about 8 inches too tall. I just measured my other grill and this one's about 8 inches higher, and it's a little bit too tall for my liking. So I think the best way to go about it would be to cut 4 inches off the top and the bottom so it doesn't change the structure or the shape of the stand. It looks like there's just a couple of tack welds holding on these ends, so hopefully they'll be easy to grind off. Remember earlier when I said make sure your welds are extremely clean? Yeah, I didn't do that. And it made a mess. So, do as I say, not as I do. All I can say is it's a good thing I checked before I cut both ends of that stand, because I only did the 4 inches off the top half, and that brought it down almost to perfect grilling height. So, it's a good thing I didn't cut the other 4 inches off. Using the MIG is way quicker. But unfortunately, I'm not set up for stainless on the MIG, so give me a second to set up my spray booth. All done. Ship it. We've got some more parts from the old Amazon. These burner covers fit in here just nicely. And these grill grates, they fit almost perfectly. We've got to trim the ends off. right down, just those little nubs got to come off so it's flush with the bar. And those ought to fit in there perfect. I think the easiest way to mount these, see how they have the little tabs that insert? If I just cut a couple little slits, put the tabs in there, and I think we're good to go. At least that's the game plan. We did some cutting and some bending to make the grate fit over on this side. Gonna have to do the same to match up that side, and then we'll weld it all together. Looks good to me. That'll work. I marked for these two tabs. I gotta cut some slits in the back of the barrel here. Slide them in. Perfect fit. I got this stainless handle online. Not too expensive. I've got a couple holes drilled. Mount up. Handle's all mounted. Okay, so I just cut up and made this little arm to hold the lid from opening all the way. As you can see, I bolted the two pieces together. Then I welded a little teeny little nub there as a stop so it doesn't open completely all the way. And then you can see I had to notch the top so it would close. And with any luck, we'll be putting that somewhere here. Nice! I've got the two bolts right here about hand tight. I'm just going to put a tack on each one of the nuts so they don't come loose over time. That's bonus footage right there. That's left-handed TIG torch action. The custom prop rod is done. I went over to the lathe and I turned down the head of this stainless bolt. Come on, focus. I thank you. The plan is to cut the head off, tack it in there, so when we close the lid, we have alignment pins. paid a visit to my neighbor. He had this piece of stainless laying around. It's going to work out perfect. We're going to build a couple little side tables for this grill. So I just want to give a shout out and a big thank you to Glenn for hooking me up with this piece of stainless. That's one. I don't know if you can see those dots. That's the measurement that I've gotten so far. What I do is I line up the tape at the very top with the line that's already there, and then I stretch it and follow the dots all the way to the bottom, and then I draw the line. That way you can get a straight cut. There's two. We got the side table pieces all cut out. Just going to weld a few tabs on there so we can weld them to the keg. Try not to stick the tungsten directly to the material that you're working on. Not a good idea. Got the old angle finder to make sure that these pieces have the same angles on them. I would like it if they were identical. That's probably not going to happen, but we can get it close enough with the Eyeball 5000. There's a good chance that these are not cut 100% equally. The radiuses may be a little off. So the easiest way I've found to make sure the marks are correct, lay it on a flat surface, get out the old speed square, do the measurement that way. That way you at least know from the table up, these tabs are going to be in the same position, which will give you a level side table, hopefully. You can get rid of the discoloration from welding if you sand the layer off. It's better than looking at that. I'm gonna have to tack this lefty. Wish me luck. Nice. just welded this bracket together. So we can brace up the shelf. That's a beauty. I just added this safety chain in this bar that holds the tank. I've notched it so the tank sits right in it. As you can see, I got my spray booth set up, ready to do some paint. Okay, first fire up of the burner. We can clearly see that it's not working like I wanted it to. So we got to figure out what's going on with that. If we crank it all the way up, we can get it almost all of it to light, but that's not what I want. Hopefully that will solve the burner issue. We got another feed line right there. I tapped another one off the main line there. I got the fuel inlet all bolted up. I drilled a couple provisions here just in case I want to put a catch tray under here. Got to cut out one more brace for the stand. Weld that in, give it a coat of paint, and then final assembly. Let's go. Guys, I will say this. One of the most annoying parts of filming is having to turn off the music, because I like music. And I'm jamming out to some rock tunes, and then once I get the welder all set up, I gotta shut the music off, and it just messes up my groove every time. As you can see, I have my spray booth all set up again. I don't know if you know, but the favorite color here in this shop is black. Usually semi-gloss or a gloss. Sometimes we go with flat black. But as you can tell from the old drop cloth, black is the color. I'm trying to give another added layer of protection because this really flimsy keyboard stand doesn't have a good coat of paint on it. And it's really not that strong, that's why I had to brace it up. Make sure you're always painting in a well-ventilated area. Just follow the instructions on the can. Always wear your masks and protective gear. Again, do as I say, not as I do. That's it. You know what that means. Paint job's done. Guys, I just noticed a run in the paint. Now we're going to have to start all over. Nope. It's done. Well, those patches definitely helped in the burner, but you can still see there's a portion of it back there that just refuses to light. So I think we may have to add another couple T's in order to make this one successful. Can somebody explain this to me? This 1/4-inch T costs 3 times as much as this 1/2-inch T. I don't understand how that works. Had to braze in a couple more T's. This burner is by far from perfect, but at least the whole thing lights now, and we could probably cook some steaks on it. It's clearly colder in the middle. 350 on the end. 340, 350 on that end. I'm definitely going to figure out a different burner for this. Well, the first build is done. What did I learn? I learned that I know absolutely nothing about making a propane burner. The burner lights, it heats, it does what it's supposed to do, but I don't know how to tune it. But the rest of it, I think, came out amazing. I mean, it's good enough for my liking anyways. I had an awesome time, had a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to my channel, as it's brand new. This is my first video. Well, part 2 would be my second video, but you know what I'm saying. Thanks for watching.